Canadians tend to think that when something goes seriously wrong in your life, there will be some kind of system available to help you and your family. That wasn't true 30 years ago when I first started doing this kind of work, and it's not true today. The true caregivers of most people with serious chronic mental illness are their families, and especially mothers. That's as true today as it was then. And so the first piece of advice is to adjust yourself to that reality and understand that you're the care coordinator, and you're going to have to learn the system. You're going to have to identify the people who can actually be relied upon to help you, the people who will promise but won't deliver, and then cobble together something so that you can help your relative. The single biggest deficiency in the system, and things are way better today than they were then in many, many ways. The single biggest deficiency is that the system still won't reach out, especially early on in the course of the illness. That's the one thing that I find is sort of unchanged, that especially with first break psychosis, or with someone who's slowly spiraling into the early manifestations of the illness, say, male 18, 19 who's left home for university, it's fiercely difficult still to connect people with help, with sustained help. And that's often the single biggest hurdle. I say to all families, if you want to get really practical about it, keep your own diary. And not a thoughts and feelings diary, although I think people should keep those too, because it helps, but more like a policeman's notebook. I saw this person, I saw that person, here's the telephone number, here's the prescription, here's the dosage, this is what's been happening in the last 24 hours. And with people who are rapidly cycling in the illness, where you need to reach out for assistance, I suggest they try to keep it boiled down to one page. Boil everything down to one page so you've got it for ready reference. Why it is that the illness always manifests itself at its worst late Friday night or in the early hours of Saturday morning, I don't know, but there it is. So I found people should anticipate finding themselves in a position where they're relatively sleepless because things are not good in the home. They haven't been sleeping properly. Maybe they've been up for 18 or 20 hours straight, and they've got to get out a coherent story, say to a resident in an emergency unit in the psych facility who also hasn't slept for the last day. And if you've got a bit of a script, it makes it a whole lot easier.